What is up, you guys? Welcome to the official first episode of Real Sports Talk on the Real Sports Talk channel. This channel is going to be, and this show is going to be pretty much where I break down certain sports news around the world, basketball being today's, as you see, as we are going to be going over the Jimmy Butler fiasco. With everything that's been going on with this trade, man, you already know I'm the biggest Heat fan you're ever gonna meet, biggest Miami fan you're ever gonna meet. But yeah, we're gonna get into it. We're gonna talk a lot. Before we get into it, real quick, let's go ahead and talk about this. What is going on, you guys? It's your boy Seals here. Just a quick reminder: go check out the Linktree link that I have in the description. This is gonna be the breakdown of the YouTube breakouts channels that I have. Marvel, DC, anime. We're breaking it down. We're still keeping the main channel, but we have all solidified breakdown channels coming too. Stay tuned for more content on each of these channels. All these channels are up. Make sure you guys go and follow them, and hope you enjoy the video. Peace. So you guys heard it here first. Make sure you guys go to my link tree. You follow all the different channels of all the different content I have. You know, we have the DC, Marvel, sports, all that good stuff. We still have night views for all the sports fans out there. We still have night views going on. That is still going to be streamed live on the main channel, and then I'll be breaking up parts of those videos into here. But yeah, so without further ado, man, let's not hold our tongue. Let's not hold our breath. Let's jump into the sports review. So we are here live at the sports reviews. These are going to be pre-recorded show episodes that I'm going to be doing, putting it on here. I want you guys to comment, like, share the video, and all that good stuff. So with that being said, let's go ahead. I should have had this already propped up. Let's go ahead and we'll keep this. Should we do this one? Let's do this. We're gonna share. All right. So with today's news happening, I wonder if I can I see? Can I zoom in on this? No. Is that not a thing? Well, anyways, as you all may have heard, this Jimmy Butler fiasco is not yet over. We're nearing the end. We're nearing close to the end. And as of today, the Miami Heat, yet again, suspend Jimmy Butler for 2 games for missing the team plane on the way for this road trip that they got going on for this week. We all saw the last game versus the Spurs, and we'll go ahead and prop that up right here. I'm just going to share the whole screen. Makes my life a lot easier. But yeah, let's do this. We'll add the audio as well because I do have some videos for today, guys. So this is all fresh, coming off the cuff. You already know we are going to get a little bit better on it, but hey, that's what we're doing. So let's go ahead and let's do this. All right, so we are going to go ahead and share this at the stage. Here we go. How does this look? Is this better? No, that's too much. Or we'll go maybe here. No, too small. No. All right. Yep. All right, we'll do this better. I like this better. All right, anyways. So as I was saying, we are Jimmy Butler is suspended for 2 games for missing the team plane for the road trip that they got going up this week. They did he did against the Portland Trailblazers the night before. I believe this was last night's game. They or 2 nights ago got blown out by Portland. Jimmy Butler had a whopping 13 points. 2 defensive rebounds, 8 assists. You know, not to say he didn't come out and show face. He didn't play. I'm not sitting here and saying that he didn't show any effort, but those of you who've been following Jimmy Butler for a long time, especially with the Heat, you know that this is an average, below average game for Jimmy Butler. He always plays lights out, and yeah, and with the antics as well happening before this game, we had we had Jimmy wearing yet again the Suns, Phoenix Suns colors on his shoes, and then he painted his hair all white. Well, not all white, just little rims. He had some highlights to corroborate that he wanted to go to Phoenix again. So here is what we are going to get into with that. Hearing that, seeing this, right? Here are some also big things. I know today some may have dropped. Apparently, they haven't been in lockstep. They have not been talking. Um, I believe that to be all hoopla. That this is very true. Bradley Beal open open to joining the Milwaukee Bucks. There's a reason why I'm showing this because this is very important. As we come over here, the so the Suns last night, 2 nights ago, whenever you guys see this video, the Suns just went out their way. As a matter of fact, after this Portland game, this all kind of dropped against the Heat. Suns went out and picked up 3 first-round picks. They traded for 3 first-round picks, um, and you know everyone's speculating, everyone's saying that these first-round picks are all in control to do this big Jimmy Butler trade. Um, that is I can confirm that is why they're doing this. They're making moves to make it more, I guess, what's the word I'm looking for, man? Not I guess more not approachable, but more make it look nicer for Pat Riley to make the decision. But I say this to say Pat Riley is not a he's not a dumb person. He is a businessman first, and he has led um, this organization through so much. There has been some lows, but all in all, he's always shown up for this organization. And Pat Riley is not a dumb person. He's not going to go ahead and just make this trade because Jimmy Butler wants this trade to be done. Um, he's not going to do something detrimental to the team that's going to hurt us. We are still in a win now mentality. So as I continue here, the Suns got the 3 first-round picks. Let's roll over here. So this is when things get happening. So as of yesterday, when all this stuff was dropping, and I figured, what better way to start this show, this episode, with all this craziness going on with the Jimmy fiasco. So when the news dropped that the Suns were getting these 3 picks, I got some sources that overwork at the organization. Obviously, I can't name who they are. I can't do none of that. So there was a lot of yay and nay conversations that I was having that I got. Again, you can take this with a grain of salt, take it how you want. But this is what was told to me, and all I am doing is relaying this message from what I was saying, from what I was being told. So as this trade needs to go down, and when it does go down, there is going to be 4 teams. So what I was told, what I was corroborated with, was essentially, kind of what Windhorse is saying here in this video clip, and I will play it. This video clip right here that Windhorse is talking about, that potentially a 3 to 4 team trade. I can corroborate, I can confirm that is what is happening. That is how this is going to happen. This may be one of the biggest trades for a can we call him a superstar? I would say more of a star on a team that is making life miserable to make sure. Well, a lot of people are saying making life miserable. I would say Jimmy Butler is being Jimmy Butler right now. He's done it in the past, with the Wolves, with the the Chicago with the Sixers, so on and so forth. So we've seen this done before, just not to this level and not to this caliber, and never done with Pat Riley. It's never gotten to this with Pat Riley before with previous players. I mean, we did have the D Wade fiasco, but that was more on the organization standpoint. And D Wade and Pat, they have talked about they have moved on from that. Um, with that being said, anyways, back to what I was saying. There will be a 4 to 3 team trade, more leaning towards 4. Again, now this is when we are getting to the nay and yay situations of the conversation. So before I get into what exactly I was kind of being yay and nay about, let's go ahead and watch this video, and we'll kind of dissect it a little bit. So let's go ahead.
I even had a team on.
Hold on.
I even had a team on Friday call me and say, "Hey, this team is trying to dump some salary." And they go, "Hey, we were just talking with a couple of teams. We're trying to dump a salary," and they all of a sudden had to end our phone calls to go do something bigger. They said, "What's going on?" And I go, "Well, I don't know, but I speculate that it has to do with Butler, and not just a direct Butler trade, but 3 and 4 team trades." The point is, I do think the Heat are actually trying.
Right.
I even had a team on Friday call me and say, "Hey."
So to that notion, right? Yes, there is going to be a 4 team trade. There is I can confirm the Heat are actively looking. The Heat are actively moving, very slowly, very precautiously, but they are moving to make this trade happen. In the next couple of days, it could very well happen. I can't guarantee you it's going to happen tomorrow. I can't guarantee you it's going to happen today. It could happen the next hour or so, but it is going to happen, and it's going to happen sooner than rather later. For one, again, before I get into what I was hearing, it's crazy. How well the team was finally moving, was finally playing, all in all together. And then when Jimmy Butler comes back, it automatically goes to shit. And I know it's kind of a lot to put on Jimmy. I understand that. It's not all his fault, but just with all the nonsense that's going on outside of the game, it definitely adds to that. That situation. So it sucks. Okay, so all in all, back to the 4 team trades. So this right here is what I was being told, the yay and nay. We'll go ahead and we'll go over here. Let's again take this with a grain of salt. Take it how you want. Believe what you want. I'm just simply telling you what was told to me by my sources over at the organization, my sources from other platforms that have talked to me about this in lockstep. So, as of now, the 4 teams that were being talked about, obviously we got the Phoenix Suns, we got the Miami Heat. The third team is looking like the Milwaukee Bucks are making this push for this to happen. And the 4th team, which will surprise a lot of people, will be Sacramento. Now, there was a couple reports back then, which I don't have pulled up here, but there was a couple reports back when the whole Fox situation was still going on, which is currently still going on, that the Sacramento Kings were really interested in Terry Rozier. Don't tell me why. Don't ask me why. Not don't tell me why. Don't ask me why. Terry Rozier is a good player. He just hasn't been good for us, and that's me putting it straight up, like that. But yeah. So with that being said, Sacramento is into this 4-team trade with the Heat, the Bucks, and the Phoenix Suns. Now, reason why this is a thing is because of this post right here. And again, there was video out there today, actually dropped that said, oh, they haven't been in lockstep. They haven't even spoken with each other. Speaking of the parties of Bradley Beal and Milwaukee Bucks, that is not true. They have definitely been talking. Beal has been talking to other teams behind the scenes. There's many different stories going on. They have been talking. And now to say that it's gone anywhere, that I can't confirm nor deny. I do not know that. But they definitely have talked. And reason being, I'm bringing this up is because adding Bucks to this trade. So it'll be a matter of, so I'm going to actually do something that I haven't done in a while. Got my little notepad and paper, and we're going to write these down to make it make sense, right? And that's something fun, like I said again, this is going to be me off the cuff, CeeLo at his finest, talking sports, talking basketball with you guys. And comment down below if you agree with me, if you disagree with me, and if you do disagree with me, give me some facts on why you disagree with me, because I like to have these conversations, all right? I like to talk sports, all right? Like, it doesn't help none of us if you guys are just in the comments like, oh, yeah, this guy's out of his mind. This guy's – if you don't believe in what I say, or if you have a rebuttal to what I'm saying, write in the chat. We'll have a conversation. Who knows? Maybe one day I'll have you on here and we'll talk about it, because I do plan on having guests on here. That is another thing. So, anyways, let's jump in. So we got Heat, Bucks. We got Phoenix. And then we got Sac. So, from what I'm hearing, on the standpoint of the Bucks are trying to offload Chris Middleton's contract, and they're trying to trade Chris Middleton. So I'm hearing the Heat will get Middleton. Phoenix has, we said, how many first-round picks did we say? 3 first-round picks. All right. So we said 3 first-round picks. So these 3 picks, I'm going to highlight that and put that near the Phoenix Suns for right now. So right now, this is what we got. You guys can't probably see that. Anyways, this is what we got right now. So the Bucks, right? They will acquire Beal, put him next to Giannis. Now, mind you, notice how I'm saying putting next to Giannis. There's a reason why I'm saying putting next to Giannis and not putting next to Damian Lillard and Giannis. So listen to that. Sac, they're going to get rid of Fox. They're going to move him over. So Sac will be getting Terry Rozier and most likely a first round. First round. And then shipping Fox, right? So we'll start backwards. We'll start with Sac. So Sac, as of now, and again, take this as a grain of salt. This is what I was being told could be a possibility. And how things work out. So 4-team trade right now. We got the Heat, we got the Bucks, we got Phoenix, we got Sacramento, right? I'm gonna start from the back with Sacramento. Sacramento getting rid of Fox and receiving Terry Rozier and a first-round pick. Fox would end up, as of right now, again, on the Heat, right? On the Heat. Miami will get 2 of the first-round picks. Essentially, this is what will happen. Miami will get all 3 first-round picks, right? They will send 1 over to Sac for Fox with Terry, right? Jimmy will end up on the Phoenix Suns. Beal from the Phoenix Suns will end up over at the Bucks, and the Bucks will be sending Chris Middleton over to Miami. Now, right now, on paper, this is what we got. Let me get this so clean. I like this, guys. It's kind of on the cuff, on the real. Let me put this behind me. So, Again, stay with me, y'all. Stay with me. We got all 4 teams here. We got Heat. Right? We got Bucks. We got Phoenix. And we got Sacramento. So, again, Bucks will receive Beal. Beal and most likely either a first round or something from the Suns. I don't want to get too deep into that. That's up to, when that happens. I'm just talking about the names that I know, the names that I was told to me, and all the other stuff. Phoenix is receiving Jimmy Butler, right? As of now, what I was told, Miami will be getting all 3 first-round picks. As of now, that could change. 3 first rounds. And I say 3 first rounds to Miami with the notion of, since this is a 4-team trade, that one of those 3 first rounds will automatically be going to Sacramento. So stay with me. Sacramento gets 1. Miami has 2 first rounds right now, right? Now, Sacramento wants Terry Rozier. Terry Rozier will be going to Sacramento. Fox from Sacramento will, right now, I'm just going to put him on the side, right? Essentially going to the Heat as of right now, as we are speaking. Now, here's where things get interesting. The Bucks are trying to get rid of Chris Middleton. So like I said, on this trade, Chris Middleton will end up on the Heat. So, Chris Middleton, right? On the Heat. Now, remember where I put. Remember this. I put Fox way out here, right? Oh, Fox way out here, right? There is a certain superstar that has been very unhappy. Very, very unhappy over at the Bucks. And with this being said, him and his team have actually used this notion to use it as a way out. Damian Lillard is looking for a way out. And this right here, by receiving Beal, opens up that door for Milwaukee to make this in this 4-team trade. I say that because now the Heat, right, be receiving Middleton. They will be receiving, right, like I said, right now, Fox is open right now. So in that trade coming over with Middleton, I see a package deal coming with Damian Lillard going to Miami with Chris Middleton and sending one of those first-round picks with Fox over to the Milwaukee Bucks with getting Beal as well. Now, you're going to be having the Heat will have right now, as of right now, to kind of let's put this all together how it looks, right? Heat have Lillard and Middleton, right? Bucks will have Beal, Fox. Potentially, we're going to put that there, but it will be a first, right? One of those first rounds in like 2028, some shit like that, right? First round. Phoenix will end up with Jimmy Butler. Sacramento. Now, this I'm okay with, but it'll hurt me. we are, like I already said, they got one of those first. So right now, Miami has the last first round pick in Miami, right? Um, so Sacramento right now, one first. Then you're gonna get your Terry Rozier that they want. Adding to that would either, now this is an either or, would be Jovic or Jaquez, right? Jovic or Jaquez will be leaving in that trade. I don't want that to happen. I don't want that to happen. I hope they can work it out to where it may be another player, whether, you know, you getting rid of Terry and maybe send Christopher or something else. I really love Jovic. I really love Jaquez, but at this point, it is what it is. So as of right now, this is how it's looking. Right, Miami will stay with that first rounder pick, and like again, I think it's like 2026 or 2027 or something like that. So and then it'll be Lillard and Middleton going over to Miami. And so Miami's roster will have Lillard, you have Tyler Hero, and then you have your whole, you still have Richardson, you still have the bench. Now, here's the thing. Again, take this with a grain of salt, because these other players that we have not mentioned on the Miami Heat side, whether it's Richardson, whether it's other players, they could still be in the loop into this trade of these four teams, right? One player that I know is going to be untouchable is obviously Bam. One player that's all obviously untouchable is Tyler Hero. One player that's untouchable is actually Ware. Um, Spo and Pat, they really love what Ware's done this season, and that's why they drafted him. So that's to kind of put your mind on that anybody else could really be up for grabs besides those three. Obviously not K Love. K Love will stay there. Yeah, as of right now, how things are looking. Like I said, I'm gonna run down again. Heat one of the first round picks, Lillard and Middleton. Then you got Bucks will be receiving Beal, Fox in the first round, which the Bucks, that'll be really good for the Bucks. The Phoenix will be receiving Jimmy Butler. Jimmy wants to get there. Apparently, KD wants Jimmy there. Then you have the matchup of Devin Booker, Jimmy Butler, and KD over there. So that seems good. Sacramento will get the first, Terry Rozier, and either Jovic or Jaquez or that mystery player from one of the other teams as well. That is what I got the yay and nay about. And again, like I said, guys, take it with a grain of salt. And if you think that that's not possible, if you have another idea of what you think is happening, please write down in the comment section. Let me know what you think, because I definitely want to keep this conversation going. I was really debating on doing this video today because I didn't know, with all the craziness that's going on, I didn't know if we were going to get a trade happen tonight. So I figured, no time's like the present. Let's just go ahead. Let's put it up. Let's do this. So again, now mind you, this all happens preferably if that Bucks situation is for sure true, and Beal makes the steps that he has to do to get to the Bucks. I'm being told there has been conversations. I'm being told that is a big possibility that Beal will end up on the Bucks. That is what I've heard. I know there has been other reports of, and I think I have it pulled up here as well. Let's go back over here. That's what was it? I'm sorry, guys. I believe it was. Let's go here. Anyways, there was something I was seeing earlier on here on Twitter that apparently some of the teams that are in this, because it definitely is going to be a 4-team trade. So this to me is why when I was told this yesterday, I felt like, okay, there has to be some gravitas to this. There has to be something going on, right? Today, all of a sudden, I guess what the crazy is because nothing happened, and you know how the news works and the sports news work. They're gonna keep on clamoring on. They're gonna put together. You may even hear the Lakers come all of a sudden into this, just to keep the news going on it, to keep the drama moving and grooving. They're gonna start throwing different teams in here, but for sure I can collaborate. I can say that there will be 4 teams, and I really think it's going to be the Bucks and the Sacramento, adding on to the Heat and Phoenix, making it a 4-team trade, and that is how I think it's going to work out. Now, let's talk about lineups, right? So as of right now, if this were to happen again, and again I say, first round pick goes to the Heat. Lillard and Middleton go to the Heat. Bucks will get Beal and Fox in the first round. Phoenix will get Jimmy Butler. Sacramento will get first round Terry Rozier, either Jovic or Jaquez, right? So what I'm going to do right now, I'm going to pull up Miami roster. So since I'm a Heat fan, right? Peller Larson was also in one of those name drops for trading. So, anyways, this is what we're gonna do right now, right? That's starting 5, right? You will have Damian Lillard. You would have Tyler Hero. So Tyler Hero will be moved to the 2 on that 3 spot. Now here is where it gets interesting. If we keep Jaquez will take that spot, right? Um, Obviously we know for center we will have Bam. I hope we get to the point to where it is Bam and Ware. And I think as what we've seen these last 2 games, Eric Spoelstra have actually been liking. He's been liking the whole Ware and Bam matchup. So I see Ware as center. I see Bam as the forward. And it's really going to be those 2 to 3 spots, right? Many will say, oh, Middleton. But if he's injured, we'll see how it goes. At that point, I will put Middleton into that 3 spot. Have Lillard, and then you have Tyler Hero. That is a great team. I am okay with that, especially if they stay healthy. I say in the conditioning of the Miami Heat, it'll actually help Middleton. So I think that can happen, and you have these role players. Obviously Highsmith. You have Johnson, Kevin Love coming off the bench. Richardson. You have all these good Duncan Robinson, these role players that will back up. Especially, imagine that lineup. It'll get to a point to where you have Damian Lillard, Duncan Robinson, and Tyler Hero all shooting threes lights out. Like as a Heat fan, that is what I want, and I wish we would have gotten Damian Lillard when we would have gotten him instead of Cronin stopping that whole trade. It was literally like to the point to where the whole NBA created the Avengers to stop us from making that trade. So, anyways, that is what I got for today, guys. That is what I was being told. Again, if this does happen, again, like I said, take it with a grain of salt. I could only refer to you with the nays and yays that I was getting when this whole pickup of trade of picks from the Phoenix Suns came to me. Came out on the platforms of Twitter. This is, I started clamoring, asking questions around on my certain people, certain sources, and this is what was told to me, and this is what I could pull teeth out and say, and being told. So, again, 4 teams. What I'm hearing: Heat, Bucks, Phoenix, Sacramento. Heat, Lillard, Middleton, first round pick. Bucks, Beal, Fox, first round pick. Phoenix, Jimmy Butler. Sacramento, first round pick Terry Rozier, either Jovic or Jaquez. I don't want to lose any of those guys with Jaquez or Jovic, but if it is one or the other, I would have to keep Jovic just because we've seen him grow before our eyes. Jaquez, he has become a great player, and we essentially need him for that 3 spot. But it's a pick'ems, and it's hard. I don't want to make that decision. I'm glad I'm not the one making it. And I hope they figure out a way to where it's not going to be Jaquez or Jovic, maybe Pelle Larson. Maybe they send somebody else. But that is what I'm hearing, and I hope that they can figure out a way around it. So, with that being said, all right, guys. So going forward with the platform, we have my Airballers. We have another basketball league that we're doing. This is why I created this sports channel, because there's going to be a lot more lives on here. Um, what I'm thinking about doing, and again, make sure you go follow my link tree, because I have my main channels and all my other channels where we talk about DC, Marvel, anime stuff, which a lot of stuff is ramping up for that anime channel. I have a lot of reactions I'm going to start doing over there. Same thing with DC and Marvel. Next week we got Spider-Man. But sticking particularly on sports right now, on my main channel, I'm going to be doing my live videos of all my games coming up for this new Plantation League that I'm in, Adult Basketball League. What I will do after that is, after we run the game, we screen it and all that stuff, I will be doing reactions on this channel of the live stream, um, you know, of all the games and all this stuff, breaking down things I could have done better, things that my homies could have done better, things we could have all seen, maybe things we could work on, or even on some wins and stuff like that. So I'm really excited for all this stuff we got going on here. I may have some guests on while I'm doing these reactions. I'm still debating if I'm going to be doing reactions when it comes to certain games, like I was doing on my main channel before. I may still do it, depending if the game really catches my attention. I'm like, man, I really want to react to it. I would, if not react to it, I would definitely review it and talk about it. But yeah, that's some of the stuff coming forward to this page. So I appreciate y'all coming through. Like I said, what I said today, take it with a grain of salt. And if you don't agree with what I'm saying, and what was told to me, break it down. Let me know what you think, what your idea is, and what you think they should do, um, down in the comment section, and we'll have some conversations on it. And yeah, man, it's been fun, and I'll catch you on the next one, guys. Peace.